Alright, welcome back to the Supercoach Snuff channel. In this video we're going to review game week 28 of the 2024-25 Fantasy Premier League season, as well as preview game week 29. So first, game week 28, another good week for myself. 66 points was well above average. I mean, the 2 million game week rank isn't fantastic, but green arrow in the overall category, so inside the top 800k now. So definitely hunkering down inside the top 1 mil, which is the goal at the start of every season. So in defence, not too much returns by Verbruggen, Gabriel or Trent, but Munoz with a 6-point return. I'm guessing that was a clean sheet against Ipswich. It's been a while since the game, so I've sort of forgotten most of them. In the midfield though, obviously the standout, Mo Salah. I think he's already broken the record for most FPL points, and he's still got 9 games to go this season potentially. So, absolute freak. We captained him. He scored 2 goals, so 3 bonus points off the back of that. 15 against Southampton. Thanks for coming. Ismail Assar got a return as well, which was really good. A goal, 3 bonus points. So I guess when you score the only goal in a 1-0 victory, bonus points tend to follow. Kluivert with an assist, so 5 points, good stuff there. But our forwards both blanking. I think Isak we're just glad he got on the pitch, so 2 points for him, and Beto, the cheap option, with 2 points. Left a few points on the bench with Ines 6-point return. Again, probably wasn't predicting him to return a clean sheet against Man City, but he did. They did the business there, the Forest. Head-to-head, we'll have a look. So, snuck over the line against Havertz, got a clue. So, not much to speak about in defence. No Salah, that must be part of the reason why they're struggling on the table, perhaps. But Fernandes getting a return, and a nice fixture this week against Leicester. A couple of toughies after that, though. Pedro getting a return up front against Fulham, but a tough one this week. And Jimenez getting a goal as well. But I guess Spurs not the best defensively, but then 2 tough defences after that. I didn't have a look at the highest score in the league. So it looks like Shoaib with a 74. So he played the triple captain as well. Nice. Was it on Salah? You beauty. Good return there against Southampton. It makes sense. But it had Munoz, Timber, so he outscored my defence. But I guess Ismail Assar I had. But I don't know where the rest of the points came. I guess Salah's 45 covered that anyway. So yeah, maybe yes, a slightly better defence, and I guess also the return of Kluivert and the like. Sneaking past my score. So well done, Shoaib, in the top 200k. So obviously you know what you're doing there. But on to transfers this week. And so game week 29, we do have a couple of blanks due to the League Cup, which I think is this weekend, isn't it? Yeah, so Liverpool and Newcastle. And so consequently their opposition, Crystal Palace and Villa, are out. And because that drastically impacts my squad with 6 players missing, including the great man, and we've only got 1 free transfer up our sleeve. We're going to use the free hit this week. So free hit basically means that we can do unlimited trades for 1 game week, and then after the end of game week 29, so from game week 30 on, we'll revert back to this team. So a really great option for these game weeks where players are blanking, so that we don't have to trade them out. For example, Mo Salah, if we traded him out, you can see he's valued at 13.8, but we only would get 13.1. So when you transfer out a player, they sort of lose half of the profit. So you don't want to be trading out and in players like Salah, because it's going to cost you a lot of money in the long run. So free hit is the perfect opportunity to get rid of these players, and bring in some replacements. And it is a 1 week thing, so we can go for matchups. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Eyes don't work. So leaves us with a fair whack of cash in the bank. So I think, the obvious first choice is Erling Haaland. Brighton isn't the strongest fixture, but if anyone's going to score a goal, it's likely to be him. So Haaland straight in. So in our midfield, I guess the sort of big options available in Burmo. Against Bournemouth, again, isn't the easiest task at this point of the year, but you look at his previous form, expected goals and the like, he's always a chance, so we'll bring him in. Fernandes has an okay fixture this week against Leicester and then harder fixture, so this is the perfect example of a free hit. We'll bring him in. Son up against Fulham this week. I don't think their defence is the most rock solid. So we could look at Son. I guess you can always look at the matchups as well. So Southampton against Wolves. So Cunha's out. He'd be a lock if he was available for this game. He's suspended until April. What did he do? I've obviously missed something there. But I guess his replacement would probably be Strand Larsen, wouldn't it? You'd think. So I reckon Beto against West Ham, probably not so likely. So we'll bring Strand Larsen in. Wood against Ipswich we like, so we're locking in Wood this week. Because I think other than that, the top guys, Watkins is out this week, Isak's out this week, Cunha's out, Visser, we've already got him, Burmo. Raul against Spurs, we maybe, but no, we'll go with the Wolves option there. So what about in midfield? I'm not familiar with the Wolves midfield. Where can we get some points there? Not really much by the looks of it. He used to be a forward. He's moved to midfield. But coming off the bench anyway, so not so interested there. I guess a bit like Mo Salah, plays more as a winger, doesn't he? In the team. So it probably makes sense. I guess Ait Nouri in our defence. He's a fairly attacking sort of cat. So a couple of assists previously. 3 goals, 5 assists so far this year. So we'll look at bringing him in. Even if it's just for the clean sheet points, potentially. And then who else are we going to potentially target? We've already got Forest assets. Got Wolves covered. Man City, Brighton. So I guess maybe we can upgrade our goalkeeper as well. Can probably have a couple of cracks at it. Bring Sarr in against Southampton, obviously, is a good chance for clean sheet. And then after that, I'm not too sure. What's the next best option? I guess Forest, so sells. So Forest sells. We should have the funds given. We got. I thought we'd have the funds. We've only got 11 mil for our last 2 options. So defender and a midfielder. And obviously we can still trade some of these other guys out too. We can trade Gabriel if we need to. So we've got 3 Forests. We've got 3 Wolves. Although we can't play all 3 of both. So is this a bit of a redundant trade? Yeah, so maybe sells out. We'll just bring Fabianski back in. He's going to sit on the bench anyway. Yeah, he hasn't played for a while. Probably one we need to wild card out anyway. So defense. So Milinkovic, get a clean sheet hopefully against Ipswich. That'll be the goal. Doubling up there. So we've got triple Forest, triple Wolves. Arsenal, Chelsea. Guess so. We've got Palmer and Gabriel there sort of going head to head, but I mean, who else do you bring in? Guess maybe Brighton aren't the worst team, so I don't think triple Man City is the go. I guess maybe looking at some Man United assets against Leicester. So let's have a look. Man U. Could go Onana in goal, but we'll probably play Sarr anyway. So no Ahmad Garnacho. Has he been getting minutes? Mostly. Xerxes and Oyland. No, I'm pretty happy with the forward, so it's not too much going on here by the looks of it. Who's actually going to be fit? Based on that. Mazraoui, is he still a pretty permanent fixture in the squad? Well, I suppose realistically, if we've already got Ina, Milinkovic, Aït-Nouri, we're not going to say trade Wan-Bissaka. So 7.4 for a midfield. We can basically get anyone. So I reckon we just get Garnacho and take a punt. Make the transfers, play the free hit. So the team this week, I think we need to get Ina into the team. Do we go four at the back, or do we let Gabriel sit on the bench for a week? Against Chelsea, we might back Palmer in, I reckon. Let's do it. And also that could help Liverpool out a little bit more if Palmer can get a couple of goals and beat Arsenal for us. Wood, I think we need to get in. So probably based on the fact we've brought these three in and we're backing Palmer for a big one, we'll trade out Kluivert. So I'm just going to swap. Gabriel can come up to defend or position one, or substitute one, then Kluivert, then Wan-Bissaka. Sounds good. Alright, so now we just need to decide on a captain. You know, as much as we hope Palmer will score, I don't know if he's a lock. I think, you know, I guess that Haaland is a chance. Fernandez is a fair chance. So I'm going to go Haaland captain, Fernandez vice captain, and we'll back in this team for our free hit this week. So that's the team going into game week 29. As always, if you've got any questions, comments, thoughts, feel free to let us know in the comments section below. Give us a like if you're enjoying the FPL content. Subscribe for all the fantasy sports content on the channel. And other than that, we'll catch you in the next one.